Hey everybody, and welcome to Leia's Lair. In this episode, we have updated our quiz to determine which planet you would live on in the Star Wars universe. Now before we begin, grab a pen and paper or something to keep track of your answers and scores. After each question, select one response that aligns with how you choose to be in the Star Wars universe. It will then reveal how many points each response is worth. Add that number to your tally. At the end, we will add up all the points from the questions to determine which result you got. Alright, let's begin. Question 1. You find out you are Force sensitive and the Jedi Order wants to train you.
Is he to become a Jedi?
Yes. Our meeting was not a coincidence. Nothing happens by accident. Training to become a Jedi is not an easy challenge. And even if you succeed, it's a hard life.
Do you? A. Let fate decide. You just happen to have a chance cube. Blue, you join. Red, red, you don't join. B. Decline the training. You like being self-taught and would rather figure things out by yourself. C. Choose to go, but you want to be trained one-on-one. D. Agree, but only if your mother can come with you. E. Accept with great enthusiasm. You cannot wait to get to the temple and be surrounded by all the other Jedi. Question 2. You witness an enemy cut down a hostage. Do you? A. Try to save others by bringing them to your hiding spot. B. Negotiate a deal with your enemy to help save everyone else. C. Throw a grenade from a distance. Get ready to run. D. Stay hidden. There's no use in getting yourself caught. E. Expose yourself by running out and firing upon them. Question 3. You are on a mission to a spaceport, and the Queen wants to send her handmaiden.
Wait. Her Highness commands you to take her handmaiden with you.
Do you? A. Grudgingly accept the Queen's order. Is not a good idea, so the handmaiden better stay close to you. B. Absolutely refuse. This spaceport is not going to be pleasant, and you'd rather go alone. C. Oblige with the Queen's order. The more the merrier. D. Let one of your other companions decide. You don't care if the handmaiden comes or not. E. Try to decline the Queen's order. You don't want the hassle of another person to worry about. Question 4. Your mission is to get a senator, who is in danger, safely to another planet.
She will still be protecting.
Handle that. Your Padawan will.
Escort the senator back to her home planet of Naboo. She'll be safer there.
Do you? A. Take the senator in a spaceship with a few of your companions. There's safety in numbers. B. Carpool with your master. I'm sure he doesn't mind dropping you and the senator off. C. Send the senator alone in an escape pod. She is less likely to be detected this way. D. Try to travel in secret by going on a starfighter. E. Take the senator with you in your starship. Question 5. You see that there's a group of strangers about to be stuck out in a sandstorm.
Do you have shelter?
We'll head back to our ship.
Is it far? It's on the outskirts.
Do you? A. Direct them to a public shelter and go on your way. B. Offer to shelter them for as long as they need. Sandstorms are very, very dangerous. C. Ignore them. You have to be hurrying home before you get stuck out in the storm. D. Offer them all temporary shelter. As soon as there is a clearing, send them away. E. Select only one to shelter with you. You do not have supplies for any more. Question 6. The Rebel Alliance wants your help to go against the Death Star.
That's right, yeah.
Come on. Why don't you take a look around? You know what's about to happen, what they're up against?
Do you A. Agree to help them this one time? You have other important tasks that need completing. B. Agree to help as long as they need. They could use a good pilot like you. You won't turn your back on them. C. Ignore their request and go on your way. Not your problem. D. Think it over but refuse to help. Attacking that battle station ain't your idea of courage. It's more like suicide. E. Do not only agree to help, but also pledge yourself to the rebellion. Question 7. A Force-sensitive girl brings you your old lightsaber in hopes of being trained. Do you A. Accept it and agree to train her until she has mastered the ways of the Force? B. Throw it over your shoulder and walk away to be alone in your hut? C. Reopen your Jedi temple, train this girl with the rest of the new generation of Jedi? D. Agree to give her 3 lessons only. If she wants more, she can have your dusty books. E. Let her follow you around for days asking to be trained. You like a little bit of attention. Question 8. You ask your son to join you by your side, but he declines.
Join me, and I will complete your training.
I'll never join you!
Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
Do you A. Try to make him jealous of your cool powers? Maybe then he'll want to join you and Sidious. B. Try to reason with him. If he only knew the power of the dark side. C. Whatever he decides is fine, but if he doesn't, slice off his arm. D. Ditch your no-good son and find other people who would love a chance to rule the galaxy with you. E. Accept it, you are better off alone anyway. Question 9. What is your ideal Saturday night? A. Meditating by yourself to increase your connection to the Force. B. A nice dinner with your family before heading to bed early. C. A romantic evening out with your loved one. D. Hitting up the club all night with friends for a few drinks, maybe some death sticks. E. Playing some board games with a few friends. Question 10. What is your ideal holiday? A. Going to an all-inclusive resort with your family. B. Staying at home and enjoying some of your hobbies. C. A romantic weekend away with just your loved one. D. Traveling alone, but meeting new people as you go. E. Exploring a new city with all of your friends. Alright, that was the last question. Good job on finishing the quiz. Now just add up all the points from the questions and we'll find out which result you have in the Star Wars universe. Between 10 and 13, you got Exegol. Exegol is a dark, barren, and rocky planet within the unknown regions, and according to legend, was the hidden world of the Sith. It has dry conditions and enormous static discharges from the dust particles rubbing in the atmosphere. The surface was also covered with enormous fissures that reached deep into the crust of the planet. Between 14 and 17, you got Hoth. Hoth is a remote planet covered in glaciers, mountains, and frozen ice plains. It is the 6th planet from the Sun in the Hoth star system. The temperatures on this planet are frigid, dropping to -60 degrees Celsius at night. Hoth is devoid of any intelligent life, with the only inhabitants being large predators called wampas and gray snow lizards called tauntauns. Between 18 and 20, you got Dagobah. Dagobah is a swampy planet in the Dagobah system. Dagobah is covered in bogs, forests, shallow lakes, lagoons, and multiple living caves. Dagobah has a strong forest presence and is known as being one of the purest places in the galaxy. The planet was devoid of any advanced civilizations, but was home to a variety of creatures such as bogwings, dragon snakes, and butcher bugs. Between 21 and 23, you got Ahch-To. Ahch-To is a planet located in the unknown regions. It was mostly covered in water, with numerous rocky islands with green trees. This planet is said to be the birthplace of the Jedi Order, housing the first Jedi Temple. The planet had a variety of creatures, such as the Lanai, which are an avian sentient species. The planet also housed birds called porgs and large thalassarans. Between 24 and 25, you got Yavin 4. Yavin 4 is a jungle-covered moon that orbited around a red gas giant called Yavin. The surface was covered by dense jungles and rainforests, which included purple-barked masashi trees, grand fungi, bioluminescent orchids, and climbing ferns. The planet also had swampy areas. Between 26 and 27, you got Moraband. Moraband, known in antiquity as Korriban, was an outer rim planet. The planet was desolate and mountainous and was home to the ancient Sith. The planet contained the Valley of the Dark Lords, which had tombs of ancient Sith Lords. Between 28 and 29, you got Ilum. Ilum was a snow-covered planet located in the unknown regions. The planet had a kyber crystalline core, which had been utilized by the Jedi Order for the Gathering, which was a rite of passage for the Jedi younglings to find their own kyber crystals. Between 30 and 31, you got Dathomir. Dathomir is a remote planet covered in forests of bent trees and twisted vegetation, swamps, and mountains. It is located in the Quelly sector and would be lit red by its central star. The native inhabitants known as Dathomiri, which would include the witches of Dathomir, known as the Night Sisters, and Zabrak warriors, known as the Night Brothers. The infamous creatures known as Rancors were also native to the planet. Between 32 and 33, you got Mustafar. Mustafar is a small volcanic planet located in the Outer Rim territories. It is located between two gas giants and contains valuable minerals. Mustafar used to be a lush planet thriving with life until the most sacred Mustafarian artifact, the Bright Star, was stolen and turned the land into a hellish wasteland. Between 34 and 35, you got Jakku. Jakku is a remote desert planet located in the system of the same name within the western reaches of the galaxy's inner rim. While Jakku used to be rich in vegetation, past events have turned it into a barren world of badlands and marching dunes. Many individuals in the galaxy consider the planet to be distant and worthless. Nima Outpost, a junkyard settlement, was considered to be the only major settlement on the planet. Between 36 and 37, you got Tatooine. Tatooine is a sparsely populated planet covered in desert and canyons. It is located in the Outer Rim territories and orbited by twin suns. The climate would typically be hot and arid. Native inhabitants included Jawas and Tusken Raiders, although it was host to many creatures, some including banthas, krayt dragons, womp rats, and the sarlaccs. Between 38 and 42, you got Mandalore. Mandalore is a planet located in the Outer Rim territories. It was the home world of the Mandalorians, who were a fearsome and warmongering people that wore distinctive armor. Years of war left the planet inhospitable, forcing the Mandalorians to live within domed cities. Between 43 and 44, you got Bespin. Bespin is a gas planet in the far reaches of the galaxy in the Bespin system. The layers of gas on Bespin house a thin layer of habitable atmosphere, as well as rare Tibanna gas, which could be harvested and refined. Most who lived in Bespin did so in Metropolis, mining complexes such as Cloud City, Chinook Station, and Ugnograd. Other than humans, Bespin was home to the species Ugnaught and fauna such as air shrimp, Belden, crab gliders, rock, and Velker. Between 45 and 46, you got Naboo. Naboo is a small pastoral planet in the mid-rim. It is covered in a variety of landscapes such as rolling plains, hills, and lakes. Naboo is unique for its lack of a molten core, instead having a series of rocky bodies that formed a network of tunnels and caves that could be used as trade routes. Naboo is home to the Gungans, a species of water-dwelling intelligent amphibians, and the Naboo, a group of humans who lived on the land. Naboo had many other creatures, both peaceful, such as the Shak, and dangerous, such as the Sando Aqua Monster. Between 47 and 48, you got Endor. Endor was a small forested moon that orbited the outer rim planet of the same name. It was the home world of the Dulok, Ewok, and Yuzum species. The moon was covered in dense woodlands, tall mountains, and savannas, and also had 2 suns. Between 49 and 50, you got Kashyyyk. Kashyyyk was a tree-covered forest planet located in the southwestern quadrant of the galaxy. It is the home world of the Wookiee species and contained huge Roshir trees where they built their cities on. These trees in the forest would be so large that the surface next to them could potentially always be dark. Between 51 and 52, you got Felucia. Felucia was a colorful humid jungle planet in the Outer Rim territories. It had unique combinations of fungi species, which had small farming villages populated with the native Felucians. It was home to other non-sentient species, such as Gelagrubs, jungle rancors, and Timus. Between 53 and 54, you got Kamino. Kamino is an aquatic planet located south of the Rishi Maze and beyond the larger galaxy. It was inhabited by Kaminoans who were native to the planet. Their cities were built on stilts, and many were used for their well-known cloning technology. Between 55 and 56, you got Alderaan. Alderaan was a planet located in the core worlds. It was a terrestrial planet covered with vast bodies of water, mountains, and grassy hills. The planet hosted mostly humans who were known for their philosophy of pacifism. Between 57 and 59, you got Corellia. Corellia is a planet located in the core worlds. It is known for its ace pilots and large starships. The planet had a temperate climate and was covered in forests, jungles, and urban centers. Between 60 and 62, you got Mon Cala. Mon Cala, also known as Mon Calamari or Dak, is an oceanic planet positioned in the Outer Rim territories. Although some cities on Mon Cala were built underwater, there also existed cities built on the surface of the ocean. The planet was native to both Mon Calamari and Quarren. Between 63 and 66,
Execute Order 66.
You got Geonosis. Geonosis, referred to as Geonosia by some natives, is a desert planet located in the Outer Rim territories. It is the home world of the Geonosians, a species of sentient insectoids. The surface was covered in harsh, rocky deserts, and surface water was scarce, amounting to only 5% of the entire surface. Between 67 and 70, you got Coruscant. Coruscant is a planet located in the Coruscant sector of the Core Worlds region. It is characterized by a large metropolis called Galactic City, which covers the planet. Consequently, Coruscant has a very large population, greater than 1 trillion, and a cosmopolitan culture. Coruscant was located far from its sun, and for that reason it could be home to a number of different species. That being said, humans were the most common, making up almost 70% of the inhabitants. Coruscant is considered by many to be the center of the galaxy, as its location is the end of many trade routes. Interested in finding out more about who you'd be in the Star Wars universe? Check out our other quizzes. Anyways, I hope you had fun completing the quiz. So which one did you get? Let me know down below in the comment section. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more great videos to come. I hope to see you all again in Leia's Lair.
You are not a Jedi yet.